Power Rangers, where are they now? Skull, Eugene Skulovich, aka Jason Narvy, one of the bullies that stayed with the show longer than any Ranger, but not quite as long as Bulk, who we will cover next time. Anywho, it's been a while, so let's dive right into this tale. Now, we technically have 2 character departures, but more like 1.5. First up, the character didn't technically leave the show, but was replaced by a monkey with a voiceover. Yes, we remember the first half of Turbo where Bulk and Skull were turned into monkeys. And while they did still provide their voices, the actors were off working on their own show that was never released. Tragic. Well, he came back eventually, but the character was officially written out of the show at the beginning of Lost Galaxy, where he overslept, missed the flight, and both the fans and Mr. Narvy didn't like that much. Well, Narvy's reason for leaving is very respectable. He went off to college, but more into that later. In between Power Rangers and now, as far as acting goes, nothing too special. A lot of commercials, public service announcements, voiced numerous toys, tie-ins, and video games, adaptations for Fox, ABC, and Disney's, and even doing the voice of Combat Chopper from Masked Rider.
You're confusing me with my character on the Power Rangers. Television is full of make-believe, guys. In real life, Jason's my best friend.
He is?
Absolutely. But you better watch out. I can turn into Bulk at any moment. I'm an actor. When I play Bulk, I'm just pretending.
And I'm an actor also, and when I play Skull, I'm just pretending too. Of course, I am the better actor.
No, you're not.
One thing worth mentioning was a film from 2002 called Extreme Heist, also known as Wicked Game, where he appeared alongside other former Power Ranger staff, including Johnny Young Botch and even Bulk, aka Paul Schneider, as a thief. Can't say I've seen this film yet, but it's definitely an interesting behind-the-scenes story for anyone curious. Not much else to talk about, but he did return to Power Rangers for 2 cameo appearances, once on Forever Red, during Wild Force, and of course the last episode of Super Samurai where he returned to pick up his son Spike.
Your most recent appearance on Power Rangers, Skull has become a rich and powerful tycoon of something. What do you think to you that how he became so rich and powerful?
You know, I like to think that Skull was enough of an idiot and a coward to be able to find a niche for himself. I think that Skull was the only person that was ready to call panic at any moment. He was one that thought the sky was going to fall on a daily basis. And if you have somebody that runs around saying that the world is about to fall apart, we tend to ignore them. In Angel Grove, it really does, and nobody seems to prepare for it. So what you need is a good coward who's terrified at all times, and somehow, maybe he's an insurance guy. He sells insurance. Or he's some kind of architect's assistant just knowing it's going to fall down. That's what I think. I think he's the only guy that seems to have been just dumb enough to have the good sense to know Angel Grove is going to burn.
He was a visionary.
He was a visionary, thank you.
Welp, I'd say it's time to cover the most impressive story.
Well, you're the professor of acting here. I mean, assistant professor of acting at Concordia, so you should know your stuff.
I should, yes. I'm artistic director at Concordia University, Chicago.
You have a PhD, and you're an assistant professor at Concordia University of acting. Just so they know. Of theater.
Assistant professor
acting.
of acting. Artistic director of the theater program.
Theater.
Thank you.
Okay. But do your students that come by, do they recognize you from the show and they just get all excited and fan crazy?
Oh yeah, it's the perfect age. The kids who are my students are the age that would have watched Power Rangers. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
A Bachelor of Arts degree from Franklin and Marshall College, then got his master's degree from Mary Baldwin College. I will just say, this is a whole lot more than I could ever accomplish in school. So where is he now? Besides the many appearances at cons, well, to say he's a teacher would be an understatement. As the clip said, he is a professor at Concordia University in Chicago. All you theater majors out there, be proud, and to any of his students, I'm jealous. No joke. So, take it as you will, next time it's Bulk.
You know, though, there was a Skull plushie. Some company made Skull and Billy plushies. And that was the only plushies they made from Power Rangers, which was kind of funny. I'm like, well, I'm as good looking as David Yost.